New construction condo living has been almost non-existent here in Bellingham, probably for the last decade. But in the last couple of years, we've seen some major projects going on, some of them over by the Granary Avenue, but the latest and greatest project is going to be the Madrona building here, located at 820 North State Street. And proud to say that myself and Elizabeth Wolf with Windermere Real Estate are going to be listing this 111 unit complex. Now, studios are going to start anywhere from $300,000 and the 2 bedrooms, corner units, all the way up to $750,000. We'll have studios, 1 bedrooms, and 2 bedrooms, many of them with water views and the views of downtown and the Herald building. So follow along in this video. I want to show you the complete tour of what you can buy here in Bellingham and what condo living downtown is going to look like. Now, for those of you that are new to the channel, my name is Aldo. I've been a local realtor here in Bellingham, Whatcom County for the last 10 years. So leave some comments down below. Let me know if you've been going around this Madrona building, if you're excited for it. All right, so we're in front of the building here. This will be the corner. For now, that will be the sales office. Because we have 111 units that we need to sell, but eventually it'll probably be a common space area. So let's move. I want to show you these ground floor units first. There are only a few of these ground floor units that will be right steps away where you can walk down and out into the downtown. As you can see here, we're at the very south end of State Street. So these will be the first 4 or 5 units. So let's go in here and take a look. So as you can tell, this will be the big roundabout. So for the locals, this will be the roundabout that will go all the way down to the boulevard, which is really neat. So if you're taking a look this way, this is what it'll look like. But these will be the condos right here. So there's only gonna be about 4 of them that will be ready to walk in. So as we take a peek, now these ones are really cool because these are actually gonna be a little bit different of a layout than some of the other condos that we're taking a look at. Now, something to keep in mind in these condos, all these layouts are going to be essentially the same sort of finishes. So not the layout, excuse me, but the finishes. As you can tell, when we walk in, everything will be quartz countertops, backsplash, stainless steel, obviously the beautiful laminate flooring. Not all units will come with AC, but most of them will, especially the ones that will be west facing and south facing. So to the left here, you're gonna see we'll go into, this is gonna be the primary bedroom and plenty of room for a king size bed. And then you'll have a small walk-in closet in here, making it really nice. And then you do have the bathroom as well. Now, keep in mind, all these units here will come with everything. It will come with all your appliances, your washer, your dryer, your refrigerator, every sort of appliance that you are needing, it's going to come with. A lot of new construction, they don't come with all these sort of appliances and everything. You're gonna have to buy your own refrigerator, your own washer dryer, and there will be blinds that will come with them as well. So keep that in mind. You're not gonna have to. Obviously, if you want your own, that you want it to look better, sure, of course. Now guys, also, this will be probably a longer video. I will make sure to put all the little chapters below, so if you wanna skip through whatever, you can go through each part of this condominium and check out exactly what you wanna check out. If you're new to the channel, my name's Aldo with the Levain Real Estate team. Been a realtor here for 10 years. Reach out to me if you're looking at buying or selling out here in the area. It is not awkward. Trust me, people text me every single week asking for some help. Anyways, let's go back to the tour. So this 2 bedroom unit on the bottom floor here, just about 1,000 square feet. Really good open layout. Through over this way, you will have the pantry and you will have the washer and dryer. And then through this hallway, you will have your extra bedroom. And what is really cool, you're gonna have these floor to ceiling windows, which I absolutely love. So that's gonna be really nice. Big open 9-foot ceilings down here. Nice closet. So if you're looking at something for working from home or just need a spare bedroom, I love these ones because you definitely have a lot of space. And then of course you're gonna have another bathroom with a full shower and bathtub on this side. So again guys, just about 1,000 square feet, 2 bedrooms, 2 bath. this is what the ground floor unit will look like. So if you're wanting something that you can just walk right outside to, so open the door, go out, step down, you're biking, you're doing whatever you need to do, and right behind, there's a trail that will go all the way down to the boardwalk. So you're within steps of going down there, walking, biking, whatever it might be. You are in essentially the heart of Bellingham because you have a 5-minute walk to downtown, and then you're gonna have probably a 10-15 minute walk down to the boardwalk, and then maybe a 20-minute walk and ride bike down to Fairhaven this way. So the location here is 10 out of 10 for sure. All right, so I'm gonna do this tour just like I'm touring anybody that's going to be looking at these. So down here, like I said, we're in the corner. So this will be the corner, and this will be the sales office. There's gonna be a little bit of bathroom over here as well, but we're gonna have some furniture. Eventually, this will probably become a common space for residents, maybe a little coffee bar. There is no commercial whatsoever in this building, so you won't be able to have like a Starbucks or any sort of actual retail spot here. This is all condos, living, so most of them you'll have some of that commercial space, but in this one you will not. So let's walk through. I'm gonna show you where everything is, explain everything, and let's keep moving forward. Okay, so we'll go through here. This will be the main entrance. The nice thing about all this is that this will have a key fob, so you will be able to get in and out only through here. Now, this right here is going to be killer because this is a bike storage area. So if you're looking and having needing something for your bike, this will be the spot for you. This will be first come, first serve. So not every single unit will have it. So keep that in mind. And as we make our way through here, we will go ahead, and this will be the parking garage. Now, not everybody will have a parking spot underground. Most of the people will have parking spaces that will be in the back as well. And as you can see over here, we do have EV charging, which is really nice. Now, if your parking spot doesn't come with EV charging, we definitely have the infrastructure to add some more. So please, when you're looking at these condos, not every unit will come with underground parking, only some of them will. So it's very important that if you want this, that we can put you in a condo that definitely has underground parking for sure. Now, walking through this main door, so you're gonna get in, this will be the second door to get in through. So this will be all your mailboxes, your UPS, FedEx drop off and pick up, wherever you need to be. There will be 2 elevators over on this end of the condo building. This is the north side. These are the only 2 elevators that we will have. We will also have stairs right around the corner. There'll be a set of stairs on the south side as well. So as we go in here, we're gonna go all the way up to the 6th floor for now, because those are the units that are ready right this second. But you'll see as we kind of wait here from the 1st floor all the way up to 6th floor, it's gonna be pretty quick. Now, again, guys, studio is starting about $300,000. The 2 bedrooms on the 6th floor range from $650,000 up to $750,000. The 1 bedrooms, though, that I'm going to show you are killer, and they're the best deals on the 6th floor. You're getting them for $350,000 to $375,000. So as you can tell, a pretty fast walk. Okay, I'm gonna show you the terrace area here afterwards. Okay, so this will be unit 618. Every single floor, as you can tell, this one will have more of the green paint. Every floor will be different. There'll be some more units that way. But 618 listed right now about $352,000. Again, with the finishes, like I said, all the units are gonna have essentially the same finishes. So this will be the kitchen, granite, or excuse me, this will be quartz countertops, the sink. Everything comes with it, really nice. What's really special about this unit is not only are you gonna have views of the Bellingham Herald building outside of that window, but then you're also going to have views of the bay coming out this way as well, with a little peekaboo view of the terrace, making it really nice. This one right here is probably my favorite condo, or my actual favorite unit besides the corner unit. This is a 1 bedroom, about 500 square feet. So this one here, as you can see, the floor to ceiling windows, the drapes coming attached with it. So again, 500 square feet, but this is going to be north facing. Have a little closet over here. And here's some things that are pretty cool about these units. So in all these units, these little guys on the ceiling are just going to be air units that will actually filter air, and it'll circulate air throughout the condo. That way it doesn't get all stuffy. And then on some of the units that don't have AC, these guys, this one right here, this one is actually a little plug-in. So if you go buy an AC unit, so if you go buy, I have to wear this vest, by the way, while we're here touring for just a little longer. But if you plug in your AC right there, it's going to give you direct access to the outside. So you don't have to get these AC units and then plug it into your window and making it look all janky and whatnot. Obviously it's a brand new building, so you don't want that look anyhow. So plug that in, it'll suck air straight out, so you don't have to have it on your window. I think it's an extra plus. Again, up here, these drapes, they're not completely blackout, but they're close to kind of keep the heat away. So this is unit 618, keep that in mind, listed about for $352,000. Let's go look at some more. Okay, so this is unit 620. Again, this is just the opposite sort of, it's just a flipped around version, right, of what we just saw. This one here, you're gonna have the views of the parking area down here, this way, and then you still will have these views over here, which I still think are super nice. You have the views, a little bit of the Canadian mountains back there, a little bit of the Bellingham Herald building. Again, this is still the 1-bedroom unit. This is gonna still be 500 square feet. This is just kind of flipped from unit 618. You're gonna have the bedroom this way, kind of give you a little bit more views down this way. So this is the 6th floor. And for $350,000, I think that these units are the best units that you can buy here in Bellingham for that price point in any condos. Okay, so this is right across the hall from 620. We're now in unit 621. This one here is also 1 bedroom, but this is actually a little bit bigger. Also one of my favorite units because you'll be able to definitely tell in this living area that it does live bigger than the other one. So this is about just under 600 square feet. And as you can tell, we have a lot of corners, right? This is kind of like a horseshoe shaped condominium. So you're gonna see that a lot of these units are going to have multiple walls that will have multiple windows. And I think that's what I love so much about this condominium is the fact that there is so many quote unquote, I guess, condo corner units. Again, here is the kitchen. The finishes are the same. The washer and dryer are this way. The nice thing about this one, because it is south facing, you do get the AC and you will get heating and AC with the ductless mini split, along with some of those wall ones as well. So here is the bedroom this way. And then out of this window, you're gonna see that the views here, this will be kind of the courtyard down below. Obviously there's still construction happening, so we will have that. Here is the 1 bedroom. Of course, you'll still have your closet. But this one here, 621, this one here is listed for right around $375,000, a little bit bigger, but we get AC, and it's also a corner unit, which is really nice. Now, all of these are for pre-sale right now. Middle of June, end of June, everything will go live on the MLS, but right now you can definitely pre-sale any of the 111 condos if you want. You can buy any of them. We just are releasing some here and very slowly. Okay, we don't have furniture yet, but before I show you the corner unit penthouse, or what we want to call it. So this is going to be unit 612. Let me talk to you a little bit information about the building that I think is super important and that makes the value of this condominium even better. So first of all, for the next 8 years, so starting in 2026, for 8 years, all the owners in the condominium, the max amount of property taxes that you will pay is going to be $35 a month. So $450 a year, and that is it. Now, for explanation, we are part of an opportunity zone. And within those opportunity zones, there's 7 units going to a trust. And now those trusts, that will be built off of people who have somewhat of a lower income. They have really good credit. That being said, within that allows this condominium for 8 years to have $450 for property taxes max. So if you compare it to some other buildings downtown, you're gonna be saving yourself anywhere between $2,000 almost to $4,000 a year in property taxes. So making your mortgage that much less. If you're paying cash, then you're only gonna be paying property taxes $450 for the year. Now, what's also really special about this condominium, they also decided to do, and first off, I should say big shout outs to Janney Residential for being the developers behind this, and for Excel Pacific building this building and doing such a marvelous job. If you don't know about them, they go up and down the I-5 corridor building these exact units. So it's not just some random builder. Excel has a high and really good reputation. So now, the HOA fees are going to be fairly small. Again, when you compare it to the Harris building downtown, those HOA fees, like for this unit right now that we're in, this is unit 612. HOAs over there are gonna be $900 a month. And compared to this one, you're gonna be hovering around $400 a month, which is going to be insane. So the affordability and the value in this condo is great. It's amazing. You have 24/7 security with cameras all around the building. You have key fobs that enter in and out. You have a bike storage. You have EV parking. There's underground parking, and you will have space in the back as well. Unfortunately, we don't have enough space to give you guest parking, but we have State Street, and we will have Forest Street that you can park all along the street there as well. Now, let's go into this unit because this is our favorite unit. This one here is 612, unit 612, 1,000 square feet, beautiful views of the bay. It has a balcony. There's so many things about this one that I really love. This layout definitely has more of that open layout, more of like you walk in and it's more of a home-like rather than just a condo sort of feel. So it definitely still has the quartz countertops, the backsplash, the sink. You'll have the floor-to-ceiling windows, which I absolutely love. And you're gonna have the 2 full bedrooms, the primary bedroom. You can easily fit a king bed, if not 2 king beds, because it's making it super wide. The spare bathroom and the spare bedroom are also a really good size. And this one here is listed for $750,000. We have on the 6th, 5th, 4th floor, 3rd, and 2nd floor. The views are only really good on the 5th and 6th floor. Now for the 4th floor, still a phenomenal unit. You don't really get water views, they're a little bit more of the peekaboo views, but still available, really good if you like this layout, which is definitely a fan favorite. Let me know. So we're gonna go next and we're gonna tour a 2-bedroom that will look into the bay as well. And then we're gonna finish off with going on the south side of the building and doing a little bit more of the 1-bedrooms to kind of give you an idea what kind of views you'll get on the south side of the building. Of course, on the north side, you guys had the water views, the bay views, and more of downtown in the Herald building, making it really pretty, and just have that straight shot of State Street coming down on you on the south side, other views that are just as pretty. So as we walk out of 612 here, a little common space, maybe put some chairs and whatnot here, but that's kind of the hallway down this way on the south end, and then you will see that this will be the hallway heading more towards the elevators. The hallways do have all the AC. Don't worry, HOA will pay for that. But let's go through and let's take a look at a 2-bedroom. This one is a little bit over 1,000 square feet, right next to 612, so we're gonna go into 613. Okay, so as you enter unit 613, this is gonna live a little bit more on the long side, right? It's just a little longer, as you can tell while I pan around here. Obviously, they're still doing some cleanup. So this is the living area, kitchen, the island here. And what you'll find, this one here is a little bit different than that first ground level unit, of course. This unit over here will have the primary over here. And what you're gonna see that this does come with some really pretty views as well. And you will have a deck that will span from this room all the way into the living room. This will have a fan up there. The unit does come with AC, which will be in the living area, as you can tell right out here. And then, of course, you will have the same sort of setup as you did on the ground floor. So you'll have your closet space through here, and then you will have the bathroom this way as well. And then you will go through, so it has a little bit similar of a feel. Of course, you will have the spare bedroom this way. Again, you're gonna have the floor to ceiling windows, which I absolutely love. And you don't have a lot of space, right? You don't have like a big sort of border, which I think is really cool. But again, here are the views from this bedroom, and then you can tell the roundabout. And when you're up here, you can't really tell or can't hear much of anything. Maybe some massive trucks that were to come by, but other than that, not so much. Here's a spare bedroom, plenty of space. And I know it's kind of hard to tell in the video, but this is actually a fairly big bedroom, and hopefully you can tell a little bit from the video. And then here again is going to be your spare bathroom this way with a full tub and shower. Again, it's gonna be about the same, give you some similar vibes, a little different from the first floor. But then here is going to be your balcony, and come out here, go out this way, and this is the views that you will get. It's gonna be pretty sweet out here. Okay, so this is unit 611. Again, one bedroom, about 500 square feet. So you guys have seen, again, probably very similar. Now, this is cool because on this side of the units, you will get some really nice bay views, street views of South Hill over here. And then the one bedroom. So I won't go too much into the actual layout, but these ones are nice on the south side of the building because again, here are going to be your views of the bay. And it's just going to make things really nice. Like I said, most of these south facing ones will come with the AC. But I want to show you one more unit because we actually, and let's walk over there and I'll tell you a little bit more about it. Okay, so moving down on the north side, this is gonna be unit 622. What makes this condominium special, again, is the fact that we have a few condominiums that or some of these condos are gonna be ADA accessible and approved. So, as you can tell, these countertops are gonna be shorter. The sink here is going to be not as deep. The width of between where the laundry is and the counter spot is going to be pretty wide. So everything in here is ADA approved. In the bathroom itself, everything you're gonna see. Now, anyone could buy these condos, of course, but if you need this sort of accommodation, this unit will be for you, and we have more within the building as well. Again, everything is going to be wider, it's going to be more accessible. Here is the primary bed. This is going to be one bedroom, one bath, and this one's gonna be a little bit bigger than 500 square feet, just shy of 600 square feet. And of course, you're gonna have a larger living area. This unit does come with AC as well, but overall bigger and ADA accessible. So again, if you're needing that, reach out to me. We can definitely help and make sure you get into the right one. So let's go take over a look down the hallway and let's finish off looking at the studios and the terrace. Now this is unit 602. If you have a budget of about 300,000, this is 315,000 on the 6th floor, 405 square feet. This is going to be something that you definitely want to put on your list because If you have a student going to Western, if it's just yourself, you're a minimalist, you don't need a lot of room, this is going to be a fantastic option. All of the studios will be east facing this way. So you will have a little closet over here, and then you'll have all of these views down below to the terrace area. That'll be pretty nice. Again, you will have, more views of the trees and a little bit of the hill there. But yes, this here, obviously not a lot to show you because it's a studio. Again though, for $315,000, there's not very many options out there. And of course, HOAs are on these gonna be probably under $200 a month, $450 for taxes for the year. There will be your bathroom through this way. All appliances come with it. Studios are going to be a fantastic option. And then just a little bit of a storage space here for you guys right next to the fridge. All right, so to wrap up the tour, we are out on the terrace area, which is located on the 6th floor. This is going to be available for all of the residents. We have a beautiful big fireplace. It's partially covered. Right behind me, they will put a couple of propane grills. So if you're out here, 4th of July, you're gonna be able to see the best fireworks show besides the Space Needle. You're also gonna have views of Waypoint Park, of Zwanage Park, of the Bellingham Marina, of downtown and the Herald building. There are so many great things out here on the terrace area. So guys, I hope you like this tour. If you want more information, all my information will be down here below. There are so many condos, so many that are alike, but so many that are different. So please give us a call and shoot us a text if you want information and want a private tour of this building. Again, my name is Aldo. I'm here with the Levain Real Estate team. Reach out to me. I don't care if you're 3 months, 9 months away from buying something, whether it's this condo unit or a house. It is not awkward. I promise you, people do it all the time. So again, my name is Aldo with the Levain Real Estate team here in Bellingham, and we'll see you next time.